Next one, I'm looking at the brake pedal. Goes a long way on that. Travel. I don't know if you could see it there. That's with no servo. That's, you know how when the engine's running you get the vacuum, it does go further. This isn't to do with a servo. It's switched off. The engine's off. So I've got to see what's going on with the brakes. There's a brake clamp that I've put onto the flexi on this front left wheel. I'll see if there's any difference to the pedal. Back of the pedal, I'm going to press it. Oh, that's definitely it. That's better. So, maybe it's the flexi. Flexi may get a bulge in it. A bulge, like a balloon, when the brake pedal is pressed. But we don't know that. So what I'm going to do, I could put one of these on this end, like that. Take this one off here. If it's still good, it's the caliper. You know, if the pedal's still good now, move this to the other end of the hose, the brake flexi. So let's see if I've still got a good pedal. That's still solid. Okay. So it's not the flexi ballooning like I just said, it must be the caliper. But I bled that caliper. Bled all the brakes. I've bled all the brakes. I've been around twice. No air bubbles are coming out of the brakes. They're all pretty good as far as the fluid's concerned. So I don't know what's going on with the caliper, but I could take it off and get a look at it. Definitely. It's not the flexi anyway. See that pedal, what I could do is take that clamp back off, come around, try it again. Just as something to do and see if the pedal goes bad again. So I'm not going to take the flexi off, I'm taking the clamp off. I'm going to press the pedal and see if it's gone bad again. Okay. Oh yeah, that's gone bad. Put the clamp back on, if it goes good again, we know it's definitely in the caliper. It did go better. Put the clamp back on at this end, so I'm happy it's not the flexi. Happy it's none of the other three wheels on the car. So it's something in the caliper. This stuff here, I've just bled the brakes, so it's not that that's leaking. I've bled the brakes and bled them all. Been around 3 times. Just trying to make sure that it's not got a little air bubble in there. I know it's this caliper now, which is good because I've narrowed it down to this. I've got the caliper off, the pistons slide back in too easily, and this top bracket, that pin there, the slide, that is sliding back in too easily. The bottom one will not move, it's solid. So I'm going to free that off. The pads are free to slide. Both of those. The pads slide. It's just this bottom slide in the caliper is solid. I want it to be like that one. Like I say, these pistons also slide. I don't know if I can show you that with just my hand like that, but I'm going to work at freeing this off and see if that improves it. That would be cheaper than a caliper anyway. That is some amount of build-up of rust in there. So we'll get it all cleaned out. See if that's all it is, just a rusty slide. And that makes the brake pedal feel spongy. We'll see. I'll clean it up and try it. Managed to remove the slide out of there with a socket like that and the hammer. Didn't film it though. I cleaned it up, got all the rust out of that. I rolled up some of this sandpaper and gave it a clean. Clean that one up and another piece of sandpaper. And now it slides back into no problem at all. So what I want to do is try it. I'm going to grease it up as well. I'm going to try it and see if now, without the clamp on the flexi, I want to see if it's going to have a good pedal, if it was all just because of that. That's it back together. It all slides freely at the bottom. It slides fine. It's sliding okay. You know, both pins are now sliding. So I'll go and try the brake pedal. Okay. Yeah, that feels much better. It's not going down anymore. So that spongy brake pedal feeling where it was going basically down to the floor is just because of one slide that I could free off. That's good. I think I was shaking the camera when I was pressing that. That's much better. I wonder how much more it's going to travel though. When I start the car and it's got the vacuum, how does it feel with the footprint? In fact,